Hello, teachers. So I've had a lot of people ask about how to make the pixel art activities. And so I'm going to start with a pretty simple one here. I have all my questions on a separate sheet of paper, or it would be on my Google Docs. And here are those questions. I also put the answers next to them. Determining if I was in the classroom, I would supply the paper copies so I could see kids write on it. Since we're doing digital learning or continuous learning, I would just send the separate documents so the kids would have it. And then what I'm going to do first is I'm going to design whatever I want my pixel picture to look like. So in this case, I'm going to do a watermelon for my pixel picture. And so I go ahead and I color in all of the squares that I need. Now, I did modify my overall spreadsheet to make sure that each column and row was a little bit smaller, so it created that pixel image. And notice that I have over here in column A, I have my questions that are numbered, and I also have a column in column B where the kids would actually type. So in my instructions, I can tell them specifically only to type in the red spaces. And so I also have the answers in those spaces. That's going to help me create my pixel picture. So when I'm going through and I'm trying to actually create the picture, I'm going to pick the squares that I want to be as a certain picture. So the way that I do that, I have a Mac. I push Command and I click all of the squares that I want to be a specific color. So I'm picking red. I've clicked multiple squares, and then after I click them, I am going to do a conditional format. So you can go down to Format, Conditional Formatting, and it pops up over here at the side, and you're going to add a new rule. And when you add a new rule, you will have your range of squares that are going to be colored, and then you go down to Custom Formula Is. And so that allows you to make it very custom to what you want each thing to change. And I even have this little one over here. I want to make sure that that doesn't happen because that will change color. So when I'm trying to actually change the color, I'm going to go with this first answer choice of 500. So the formula comes out to be as equals money sign. And then this is in column B. So I'm going to put a B. Then I do money sign. And it's in row 3. So I'm going to write the 3. And it's going to equal whatever that answer is in that column and row, which is 500. And I type that. Then I can go through and change the color to be any color that I want it to be. And in this case, I'm going to do red, and I'm going to do done. And so what happens is when I do that, then when I erase this answer choice, then those turn white. But when you type in 500, they pop back up. And you have to go through and you do that for every single one. So again, I would go through, Command, click on whatever I want. Let's say I don't want to do red this time, I want to do green. Command, I click the green ones that I'm going to specifically want to pop up when I type that in. Again, it's going to be conditional formatting, add a rule. We want to go down and we are going to do this as a custom formula. If you are going to do it in an Excel sheet, it's the same process. You're going to do a conditional format again, custom formula, and your formulas are equals, money sign. Then I'm in column B still for my answer, money sign. This time I'm in 4. So I type in the 4, equals, and then I'm going to write in what the kids have to type. And what it equals is what the kids have to type for it to get it correct, which is 4,000. And I would change the color to what I want, which is that dark green. I'd push done. And so again, when I erase this or this, those colors change. And so when the kids actually receive theirs, so I've already done everything. Once the kids receive theirs, their sheet is completely blank, and then they have to answer the questions, and then they would go through and they would type all of their answers in. And so I'm just going to undo everything so you can kind of see me work backwards here. And everything, as they get it correct, their answers come up correct. then their little picture comes up. So if you have any questions, please let me know. This is a more basic one. Start simple with these. You can get extremely detailed, but you have to know what you want your picture to look like before you can actually go through and start changing everything. So have stuff in mind so that you don't put squares in places that you don't want them to be. I hope that helps, and I can go into more detail if anyone needs it.